Peach punch. Well, orange, I don't know if that's necessarily a Christmas color, but I do like a good orange ink. Now this is a standard ink. My label got cut a little funky there, but let's swatch it out. So we've got our swatch cards here, and let me grab my paintbrush and go ahead and swatch it out. And immediately this color reminds me of another Diamine ink color that I have already. I think it's called Peach Haze, but I'll grab the swatch card once these dry, because you know, sometimes they dry a little differently. So we'll get the dip pen, and it writes nicely, a nice fine line, not much bleeding or feathering, and we'll write it out here. I mean, I guess I can see how a punch is sort of festive. So there we go. Now we'll set that off to the side to dry, and we've got our Mnemosyne pad here. Go ahead and put a big dollop of ink there. It kind of flows beautifully. I like the color. And then we'll do it on our Rhodia pad as well. It starts to dry pretty quickly on the Rhodia, but that seems par for the course. So we'll set that off to the side, grab our Hobonichi, and again, we'll put the name of the ink here. It's kind of fun to see every day this book getting filled, or about these 2 pages getting filled. It's very satisfying. So there we go, and we will swatch this out. And then we'll go ahead and let it dry and see what color we end up with. All right, so here is our dried swatch, and it does dry quite a bit darker than it originally goes on, which is nice. And this does remind me like exactly of the Peach Haze, and I'll grab that swatch card to show you guys here at the end. And here it is on our Mnemosyne. It has some beautiful shading around the little pooled areas. Oh, and then let me show you the back. So just a little bit went through, but again, I put it on really heavy, as I say, every day. And here it is on the Rhodia. Again, very beautiful. I love the layering. So I think that would be kind of fun to play with. So on our Hobonichi, you can see where you have that shading there. And look at that, it didn't even come through. So I'm really excited about that. You could layer it on pretty thick and it wouldn't bleed through the pages. Now let's see if we can do a side-by-side here of all of them. I mean, at just quick glance, they all look pretty close to the same as far as drying. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty consistent. And then here is, let me show you these. So if you didn't have this ink and you had Peach Haze, look at this. Very similar. The Peach Haze might be a little bit more yellow, but pretty dang close, I would say, in my opinion. So there is that. And we'll grab our art journal and then take a peek at the chromatography. And as you can see, it's pretty consistent with the orange, hints of just some yellow there and the bits of red, which would be consistent with how you would make orange. So nothing too earth-shattering there. Let's open up our art journal here. So there was yesterday's page. We'll flip to a new page. And again, as always, I will put some washi around the outside to create a little bit of a border. I will speed this up, throw on some music, and check back with you at the end. So please enjoy. My ink splats got a little bit out of hand, and as you can see, I had that huge water droplet right in the center there. But instead of panicking, I thought, wait a second, this almost looks like it could be a moon of some sort, and perhaps this is like a landscape on Mars. So we just painted an alien landscape today, and I'm totally rolling with that. I'm really excited about the shading that we were able to get from this piece. We got it almost down to a beautiful orangey red in that bottom left corner, and that was so much fun to kind of push this ink. So I really enjoyed doing this monochromatic alien landscape and painting it with you today. So let's go ahead and close up my inkwell, and we will take a little bit of a closer peek at our little landscape here so you can see all of the luscious colors. We have those bright red drops and then the little clear, not clear, but whiter drops in the background. So we were able to pull up the ink very beautifully. Oh, I'm just really excited about that kind of reddish area right there. So there we have it, you guys. Another day in our little Inkvent journal complete. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. Be sure to check back tomorrow to see what ink we're going to play with. And as always, until next time, happy creating.